Fyre Festival was advertised as an experience of a lifetime, a luxury music festival with promised gourmet food, luxury villas and more on a private island in the Bahamas. Curiosity was first sparked after some of the world's top supermodels were paid to make a promotional video announcing Fyre Festival, showing white sand beaches, private jets and 2 weeks of partying. Soon Instagram users' feeds were flooded with orange squares posted by popular influencers after being paid thousands of dollars. Kendall Jenner was reportedly paid $250,000 for one post to her millions of followers, hyping up the experience. These events led to the disaster Fyre Festival was. Billy was kicked off the original island that was used in the promotional video after breaking lease conditions. Then, after being turned down by other islands, the government gave him a permit to use a development site near Sandals Resort. This new location was not a private island and not the lavish white sand beaches advertised, yet him and his marketing team continued posting pictures from the original setting, not once letting any of the attendees know about the change. In the days leading up, he had to make massive budget cuts after learning it would cost $10 million to set the luxury villas promised, and still had not paid all the staff and deposits for the food and music. This resulted in all of the artists that was said to be playing to pull out last minute. Due to the poor organisation, Billy made many choices he was advised not to. When his team started to realise that they would not be able to meet the standards that they were advertising, they warned Billy profusely to tell the attendees what to expect in hope the backlash wouldn't be as bad, but he refused to listen and told them to leave. This is why I think Billy is so much at fault. He had multiple opportunities to redeem himself when he saw things go bad. He had no empathy for any of the workers. It was all about him and how much money he could make. Social media is also to blame and played a major role in the hype of the Fyre Festival. Social media has given unrealistic expectations to people for a long time, from the way people look and what they wear, how much money they have, and the activities they're doing. When the public saw that they could go and party like models and celebrities, it was an opportunity they didn't want to pass up. Social media created insecurities and a fear of missing out. This is what sold Fyre Festival to people. In turn, social media was also the downfall of the festival. First, websites started reporting that performers didn't receive money and how there had been a lack of communication to the people attending. Websites began questioning whether Fyre Festival was legit, pointing out major flaws in what had been told, such as Pablo Escobar never owning an island in the Bahamas and Major Lazer already being booked at a different event the same time as Fyre Festival. These websites caused frenzies on Twitter, worrying many of the ticket holders. The day people finally arrived and saw what a shit show Fyre Festival was, they immediately took it to social media, spreading it all over the world. Certain pictures of the concierge desk and cheese sandwiches in particular went viral. These particular visuals were shown in the Netflix documentary. By using archival footage and images, it showed the viewers how big of a disaster Fyre Festival actually was. It helped tell the story in a major way, as it presents the facts and shows how it truly happened. It allowed the viewers to make sense of the information given out from the interviews, such as Billy behind the scenes during team meetings and making calls that seemed unrealistic and pretentious. The choice of interviews Netflix made also played an important role in keeping viewers engaged. Some of the people chosen were part of his team, builders and caterers. Some of these interviews, such as the replacement builder and caterer, had an emotional impact as it showed how their lives were deeply impacted by the event. One interview Netflix chose not to conduct was one with Billy himself. To do this, they would have had to pay him a large sum of money, so agreed he didn't deserve it after what he did. In all, Fyre Festival was a complete disaster, but it is also a reflection on the influencer-based society we live in, where everyone wants online clout and exclusivity. Billy was completely out of his depth and a compulsive liar, which is why Fyre Festival ended up how it did.